Welcome back to the road to Tampa as we shift gears and look at what Texas brings to the court.
The Longhorns with a little different path as a 2 seed coming into this tournament.
They hosted the first 2 rounds, defeating Texas A&M 3-1 and sweeping SMU. The Longhorns played the Sweet 16 against Tennessee in a 5-set match before defeating Stanford on their home court 3-1 to punch a ticket to the Final Four.
All right, well, let's bring in the third member of our team, Pablo Iglesias, who has more on the Longhorns.
Hey, guys, it takes every ounce you've got to make it this far, and Texas is a team who Kelly Sheffield and even the Longhorns themselves know how far they've come this season. The Longhorns, who are 26-4, took down 6 ranked opponents during the regular season. They're ranked 4th in the country when it comes to hitting percentage. Now, with the Badger defense leading the nation in blocks per set, something will have to give at the net.
They're a really big team. They're physical, and that's what they're going to. But, you know, I think we're physical and we're dynamic, you know, so we've got some key components too, and I think we've got some great blocking on our side.
Just swinging high and swinging for edges, and if I see space, swinging for space. So I've hit against big blocks before. I played Wisconsin my sophomore year, so I have some experience in that, and I'm excited. It's fun. Just hit it hands.
Well, for more of an inside look on this semifinal, Nick Tabbert sat down with ESPN and Big Ten Network analyst Emily Ehman to break it all down.
Emily Ehman was on the call as Wisconsin advanced to the Final Four over the weekend. She's kind enough to join us now to discuss Wisconsin and Texas in the national semifinals. Emily, what are your initial thoughts on this matchup?
These are 2 blue bloods of volleyball, and that's what makes these, Final Fours and matchups so exciting, is 2 programs that people follow so closely. So I'm excited from that standpoint. And then from a matchup standpoint, I think this is really interesting. Wisconsin has 2 of the best middles in the country with Caroline Crawford and Carter Booth. And Texas has one of the best, if not probably the best middle in the game right now with Asia O'Neal. Texas is really heavily centered, and their offensive focal point is Madison Skinner on the outside. She's one of the best players in the country, probably in the conversation right now for National Player of the Year alongside Sarah Franklin. That's going to be key for Wisconsin to stop, is really slowing her down on the outside because it throws their entire offense out of whack.
So what should fans watch for specifically during the match? Because this is going to be one at the net, like you were just talking about.
Yeah, I think the matchup at the net's going to be really important. Look, these are 2 of the top 5 blocking teams in the country. You have Wisconsin, this physical powerhouse up at the net, and they haven't necessarily faced a team that has done the exact same thing. That's what Texas relies on. If they're good at one thing, it's blocking up front.
What's more likely to give in this match? Is it the defense of Wisconsin or the hitting of the Longhorns?
It becomes a question of who can outlast who. And a lot of that is up at the net. Are you into cover? Or in the backcourt, can you make those big defensive reads? And what we saw from Wisconsin against a team like Oregon, who runs the fastest offense that I've maybe ever seen, we saw that they were able to make those really big reads and get all the way outside with speed. And in the backcourt, if those blockers didn't get there, Yulia Orjol, Guje Guchikin were back there picking up everything.
It's Throwback Thursday as the former Badgers championship team reflects on a historic run to the title. Stay right here, that's coming up next.